So now that we're past the Olympia, it's been a few months. You had time to digest everything, reassess, make a new plan. What is next for Danny Hester? Can we talk about it?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna do the Ferrigno. I thought about that because I love the trophy. I love, Chris and Lou Jr. and all the guys. Just the whole, that whole crew that puts on just an incredible show that's actually now being profitable and, expanding. They just had an expo this year, so I got a little burnt out after coming back from India and going to Hawaii and a few other places. I don't want to present myself that way, after the showing at the Olympia too. I want to kind of come back and just say, this is what I can bring, So to me, and I didn't also want to do that and possibly squeeze out a win and take someone else's placing if it wasn't really what I wanted to do, because I didn't really have anything to prove. I was just doing it because I wanted to show my best, and if I couldn't do that, there's no reason to do that, So I'd rather just sit back and enjoy the other competitors and help them, win, give them advice or whatever I can. And then I was able to do a posing seminar, which is what I love to do. Yeah. So, but they announced that they're having the Arnold, the very first one. So now,
In Columbus.
oh man, in Columbus, yeah, very first classic pro Arnold in Columbus. So I want that one, man. I want that one just as much, if not more, than the Olympia.
So let's just think about this for a second. So if you win the Arnold, the very first one, then it means that you'll have the very first Olympia title and the very first Arnold. You can retire after that, That's a legacy, right?
No, definitely. I guess if that's what you're looking for, but I'm still making improvements, like I said. And I also, don't forget, I also won the very first ever pro classic physique show.
That's right.
The very first
in
one
California. Yeah.
just in general, everywhere.
Yeah.
It was the very first one.
That's what, but it was in California.
Yeah, it was in California.
Wow.
So that's kind of cool.
Three-peat.
Yeah. I almost wish I was an amateur so I could have actually won the very first amateur one and then jumped in and won the
You can't
first.
get everything you want, Dan.
No, that's true. Yeah.
So the Arnold in Columbus, man, that is awesome, man. I can't. Oh, wow.
I'm looking for that because I've never competed at the Arnold before.
Wow.
Yeah. I've gone there many times for
Yeah.
different, my own products I've designed and
Yeah.
other people's products and booths and stuff. I've always enjoyed that expo.
Yeah.
But to be on stage at the Arnold is really cool.
So
So,
that's a scoop, you guys. Did you ever mention that before? Or is this the first time you actually say it publicly?
oh, well, I think everybody kind of knew, I think most of the guys in the top 5 at the Olympia are going to do it because it is the first Arnold.
Yeah.
I even talked to my friend Breon. He won
Yeah.
this year and
Yeah.
he's going to be doing it. So he says.
Rematch.
Well, not necessarily a rematch.
That's awesome. Man.
Yeah, I mean, I want to. It's like, people will say, oh, are you going to get your title back? And I'm like, I never lost my title. It's like, if you win the Oscars, someone wins it the next year. Did you lose the Oscar you got?
Right. Once an Olympian, always a Mr. Olympia. Always.
You just got it last year. This year, I got it last year.
That's right.
So, that's the thing is, it's not like I'm the old, car, the old model and this is the new model coming out because it's the new year. It's not like that. But definitely, the first is very important to me. It's very significant being the first one. I don't know. I think I might be probably the OG in the sport now. I think Darham's still been around longer than me. But other than that, I think I would have to say, I've been around the longest as far as competing. So.
Wow, you don't look it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's as I always say. I'm like a classic car with really low miles.
That's right.
That has a lot more value than a Ferrari with like 400,000 miles, right?
I love that. That's awesome. So Dan, I'm sure you have a lot of people to thank, a lot of sponsors. You want to thank anybody before we wrap it?
Of course, my wife. That's the biggest sponsor.
Good answer.
Doesn't matter how much money you throw at me, I still couldn't do it without my wife, as far as being successful. So for her, I love you so much, Monique, and that's what makes champions. You get, strong corner man, and it's what it's all about. So, and then of course my sponsors, really good products, Steel Fit, and my Pure Life Foods, my food company really makes a big difference in having consistency with your meals, so you don't have to depend on. I remember the days when there wasn't these meal prep companies, and I was single.
Yep.
So not only do I not have my wife cooking for me to be consistent like she did last year, but you had to rely on a lot of supplements.
Yeah.
And
Plus,
it's
you have
not-
to eat grilled chicken breast at McDonald's.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah, oh, yeah, exactly.
Back in the day.
I wish I would have got a sponsor from them. I think that's how I stayed so young. All the preservatives in it, you know, it's like a mummy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just getting the macros in. It might not be the best micros as far as like quality nutrition, you know, but I got the amount of protein and stuff. And that's kind of what I've always been about, you know. It's just kind of getting those in, and then just trying to do as little supplements as possible, you know, just where you need it, because I know a lot of the younger guys really depend on that, and it's good to have, but it is a supplement.
Right.
And food, there's nothing better than food.
That's right.
You know, I'm still learning a lot of different things, you know. It's like even the BCAAs, like I just did the last post on my social media.
Yeah.
You got to eat some carbs or something with it, because on an empty stomach, especially when going keto diet, the BCAAs are actually going to pull from your muscles to make up the complete protein. So it's kind of like you're going in circles, you know. So that way you just kind of keep building, because they tell you to take it on an empty stomach because it absorbs better, but then you're actually going to be pulling from your muscles to make a complete, you know, protein, the essential aminos. And so there's still a lot of things, and fasted cardio versus not fasted cardio. I just love the whole debate, because my God, how many times have they been written about this stuff in all the magazines for the last 30, 40 years? You know, we're still debating some of the stuff. That's what keeps it really interesting.
Well, by the time you're 60, you'll be perfect.
Yeah. No, the new science will come out, so you're never perfect, man. Hey. That's the problem. Is well, I wouldn't say it's a problem. It's actually keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
You know, new things come out, new theories come out, old theories come back into play.
That's right.
So that's why it's you're always a student. You know, and that's what I enjoy about it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's awesome, Dan. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. And then I'm so excited about this Arnold Classic coming up. And man, I hope I'm there to see you snag that first title. It would be awesome.
I'm pretty confident. I really am. You know.
You seem to have your head in the right place right now, so that's good.
Yeah. No, I really do. I'm making gains, and I'm applying myself. You know, to me, it's just I've always been very fortunate and very lucky, blessed, and it really was about me applying myself in most of the cases that I've been successful at. So, and I know that's just in my heart. That's the truth. So, I just feel that I'm gonna get this one. You know.
Maybe we'll see you better than ever, better than the first Olympia. Oh. Now you're pissed.
Without a doubt. Yeah. No, without a doubt. Yeah. I don't like being counted out.
No, Dan is pissed now.
I do and I don't. You know, I love being the underdog, but you know, there's a limit to it. Yeah. So.
All right, you guys. This is my Max 6 with the original Men's Classic Physique Olympia, Danny Hester, and we're out.